and the political leader of the CPP. So let us have the rule of this press conference. Please put on silent. Yes, clear the walkway so that if someone wants to just let it walk way so when somebody wants to fight to get something to go outside, they can do that easily.
It's okay, yes, sir.
So please put your guardian, put your people silent.
Mais il m'a montré mais oui,
Let me use this time to welcome all of you here. Today, April 15, the political leader of the CPP, Mr. Cummings, and the deputy political leader, Councillor Bronsky, the national chairperson of the CPP, Mr. Bility, and chairman of the Liberty Party also, the co-chair of the CPP, the chairman of the ANC, Councillor our members of the two parties executive committees that are here, stakeholders within the CPP, I see Dr. Dewi and others, members of the CPP Legislative Caucus, the various structures of the CPP, youth wing, women wing that are represented here today. I see members of the CPP campaign team. Mr. Whistler is here. And other heads of county of the CPP campaign team are also present. Distinguished partisans and members of the Fourth Estate, and to our colleagues from sister political parties in the opposition community that were invited. We want to welcome all of you in a very special way and ask that you follow closely this all-important prayer. The opening prayer, we will all stand and have a moment of silence. Pray to God. While we are about to start the prayer, I see also coming in the state of Liberia, the political leader of the LPP, Councillor Gonglo. I'm told that we are expecting the chairman of the CDC, Mr. Augustus Jangako, is also coming. But let's observe a moment of silence. Pray to our God. Ask the Lord to take complete control of this press conference as we move on. 1 minute. Silent prayer. Amen. Please have a seat. We will now move to the second item in order of program by inviting Councillor Owushu, who is co-chair of the CPP and chairman of the Alternative National Congress, to do our welcome and introductory remarks. Councillor Wu.
Thank you. Let me officially welcome all of you. We'll get to the pronunciation of the name. I'd like to state for the record, I'm actually Lafayette Iogu. I want to welcome all of you visitors, especially political leaders of our sister political parties. We are very pleased and honored to have Councillor Jewan Gongo of the LPP with us. We're very delighted to have all of our parties, supporters, well-wishers, and of course our legislative caucus also present here, regular committee members. Like to say welcome, our dynamic center bearer and our vice center bearer. We'd like to also, on behalf of them, welcome all of you here at the ANC headquarters and vice center. Today will be a very exciting moment for our country. We will try to show to the world that we can live up to agreements and follow through with them. And no matter what the situation may have been, we stuck at this. And we will also be charting a new course for our country. So this promises to be a very exciting press conference. We want you to hang on tight. Stay tuned as the events unfold.
Thank you, Chairman Gu. We will want to show to the world that we can live up to agreement. He, as Chairman Gu, welcome us here today. We now go to the third item, opening statement by the national chairman of the CPP, the chairman of the Indefatigable Liberty Party, Mr. Hassan Bility.
The executive committee of the CPP, to the CPP national campaign team, our partisans, and to Liberians, we want to thank you for showing up. And today is for us a solemn moment, but a moment to celebrate. For the first time in the history of our country, a political arrangement has seen a calm and successful closing. All the time in Liberia, it's always easy to get together as politicians and political parties. So far, the history shows us that the endings have all been acrimonious. We're happy that the special purpose vehicle that we put together for the purpose of participating in the 2023 elections has lived its lifespan, and today marks the end of the existence of the CPP as it exists on paper today. But we want to say thank you to our partisans. We want to say thank you for those of you who believe in this vehicle. We want to say thank you for those who stood the test of time and everything that we went through. We want to let you know that our vision for Liberia has not changed, and our determination to see a better Liberia has not changed. We also want to say that the opposition must remain the opposition. And as chairman of the Liberty Party, I also want to reiterate the Liberty Party commitment to opposition collaboration and to announce to the public that Liberty Party is not and will at no time be a pro-government political party. It is an opposition political party. This vehicle, as difficult as it has been, has landed us to where we are. And the turbulent exercise are in power today. We want them to know that we will hold them accountable for every action they take as they steer the state of our state. We want them to know that the opposition is here, it will remain here, and that whatever this government does, we will hold the government accountable to it. I want to take this time to thank the partisans of the ANC and our dear partisans of the Liberty Party. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to work together. It was not an easy time. It was difficult. Some of you were pushed out of your spaces. Some of you were made to endure things that you did not have to endure. But we did it for today. We have landed the vessel, and now we are ending the CPP. As I've told Mr. Cummings and our executive committee, the end of the CPP is the beginning of a renewed commitment to opposition collaboration. It's the beginning for us. After all the conflict in the CPP, we were constrained to close the organization to avoid further conflict. So therefore, it had no capacity under the current structure to welcome any new member. That's why it formed the decision that instead of having a new, extending this organization, we are breaking it up so that other opposition, and I want to welcome the chairman of the CDC here. Welcome back to Opposition Live, and we are here. The chairman, we are committed to working together. We are committed to working together and to making sure that as I'm told you have to pass this up. With the receipt out there. So let us all use this time, all the experiences, all the failures of opposition unification, political party collaboration. Let's use it to evolve a stronger, a better, and more purposeful political union. Without you, opposition, our democracy will fail. Without you, based on the way I see this government going, without you, it will sink us unless you get up to hold it accountable for its actions. Therefore, I'm happy Councillor Congo is here. I'm happy the chairman of the CPC is here. And I'm also happy that we have two political party chairmen here. We have a stand-up level here. I'm asking all of us to form a renewed commitment to opposition unity. It is still far to talk about collaboration, but we must corroborate our efforts in tackling the ills of government, in tackling the ills in our society. Honorable Cummings, I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for your leadership. It was not easy, but I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for your steadfastness. Thank you for your tolerance. And thank you for being the calm person you are. Thank you. Liberia misses you. Up for the survival of the city. One thing, thank you. You did it for Councillor Bromsky. You did it for his legacy. You did it for his Liberty Party. I want to tell you thank you. I want to use this time to thank Chairman Wu. The time that we have worked together, you have been an excellent person. You're a good man. And I'm happy that you are returned to the realm of authority in the ANC. And as a counterpart, I promise that we'll work together. We'll make sure we collaborate in terms of opposition unity. We'll make sure we work with the rest of the opposition to ensure that there is opposition victory come 2029. I want to thank the ANC, the executive committee, the executive committee of the CPP. I want to thank my own strength, my base, the people who trusted me, the executive committee of the Liberty Party. I want to thank you for the confidence you repose in me. My vice chair is here, my mentor, my backbone, my everything, Wadi Power, and the vice chair for political affairs and the treasurer. Thank you, Wadi. Thank you for being more than a vice chair. Thank you for being more than a treasurer. Thank you for being there with me and helping me to succeed and bringing me to where I am. Thank you. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the executive caucus for fighting hard to keep the CPP needs in our political structure. May God bless you and may God bless opposition unity. Thank you.
I want to say a big thank you to the national chairman of the CPP, chairman of the Liberty Party. It is abnormal to have agreement of such nature coming to an end successfully. But the CPP is now making it normal, key from the statement of Chairman Musa Hassan Bility. We now run straight to remark. While Chairman Bility was speaking, the CPP senator from River G, commonly known as Bocha, Senator General Signic, just walking along with Representative Anthony Williams from Maryland County. Also, we have other political parties coming in. The chairman announced the chairperson of the CDC, Augustus Jangako, and then we have the APC chairperson is is also here. Mr. Passawa is also here. And also the chairperson of the CPP campaign team walked in also, Honorable Louis Brown, just walked in. So we will proceed. I'm told that the chairperson for MPP will soon be here any minute from now to also grace this occasion. We'll proceed by going to item 4 on the order of program that talks about remarks. Then we'll start by calling the deputy political leader of the CPP, a daughter of okay. We will now call on the. I have the master copy here. Look, we will now call on the top talking CPP campaign manager, Honorable Louis Brown, for remarks.
Motion.
Mr. Political leader and standard bearer, Mr. Chairman, Madam Deputy Standard Bearer, distinguished legislators, officials, the political leader of the Liberty Party, my dear friend and brother, Councillor Jewansi Monglu, executive party leaders and officials of various political parties here. I'm not audible? Yeah, I'm not audible. You know me, when I start shouting, I'll be too audible. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today in my mind is one of celebration. An experiment that probably is drawing the curtains, but not necessarily ending the desire of the Liberian people for a healthier democratic space. Our democracy is not measured by the number of political parties. It will never be. The strength of our democracy will be measured by the quality of the opposition. We cannot ever talk about coming together, bringing and unifying our country if the quest for political power will be so divisive, so hateful, and so antagonistic. If it will be so bereft of ideas to lift all of us up, rather than just a few, and bringing too many down. This was the experiment called the CPP. Collaboration is good, my people. But collaboration driven only by selfish ends is bad for our country. We must collaborate, not necessarily with the objective of only us winning. We must represent something bigger than ourselves. We must not just be against someone or against something. We must be for principles, for the betterment of our country, for the well-being and I, on behalf of the campaign team of the CPP, you for the trust. We thank you for the opportunity to serve your two parties. Although many of us who you entrusted with that responsibility do not hold membership to either of your parties, it is a testament to you and your reach out to the rest of the country that you were able to do this for us. It is an example I hope you will find in your heart to continue. Every single political party, our people need to come together. You have shown the way. Don't give up. The journey to success can be long. Hold on to your principles. Hold on to what you know is true and right for this country. You will be vindicated in time. I know all of us felt the disappointment. We have lived through it. We have been silenced by it. We have hurt by it. We have been hurt by it. But lift up your heads. The beginning can say, "My bro, we're not going." But Liberians are not stupid people. They want their leaders to trust them. They want to know they can trust their leaders. Because they find in them values, principles that will help them succeed. Help our country change. This place must change. It needs to change. Don't give up on change. Hold your head up. Be strong. Continue to walk the journey. Continue to believe in what it did in an experiment that you have started. Not many collaborations have a closing program like you are having. It is another feather in your cap to testify to the success this one has had. But as you go, perhaps your separate ways, or perhaps consider reconnecting. Know that what you have started is on you, as history will judge you by how you bring it to a close. I want to thank you. I want to thank all of those who work with us selflessly. Everybody who got blamed to give, my shoulders are big and broad enough. Put it on me. Put it on us. But don't give up on yourselves. God bless you.
Thank you, Honorable Louis Brown, Chairman of the CPP campaign team. Hold your heads up high. CPP will be vindicated. Key for the statement of Honorable Louis Brown. We now Honorable Rogi back for administration, Liberty Party, a member of the Legislative Republic of Liberia, a member of the CPP Legislative Caucus.
Mr. Political Leader, External Bearer, Mr. Alexander Cummings, Deputy Political Leader, Councillor Bromsky, Honorable Chairman of the CPP and the Liberty Party, Honorable Musa Hassan Bility of the ANC, Councillor Horatio Boo, executive members of the CPP, executive member of the Liberty Party and the ANC, my distinguished and esteemed members of the House of Representatives, Senator Jonathan Sebe, Standard Bearer of LPP, Councillor Bonglo, stakeholders, sister political parties present, members of the full estate, parties, ladies and gentlemen. Today we stand at a pivotal moment for the collaborating political parties and indeed for our nation. As the CPP framework document reaches its expiration, we are here to affirm our commitment to the future and to outline our path forward. First, I would like to express my gratitude to the parties within the CPP, that is the Liberty Party and the ANC, for their dedication and unity over the course of this framework. It is your effort and commitment that has sustained this collaboration, making it a formidable force in Liberian politics. As we close one chapter, we are excited to embark on the next phase of our journey. The expiration of our current framework document is not an end, as Chairman Bility said. It's not an end, but a beginning, and it offers us an opportunity to reassess our strategies, strength, our bond, and redefine our vision for a more prosperous and equitable Liberia. To our policies and supporters, we thank you for your unwavering support. And to the media, we count on your continuous partnership as we communicate our policies and initiatives that are aimed at nation development and unity. On behalf of the CPP legislators, I say a big thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Representative Barry. She spoke on behalf of the lower house. We now call on Senator Jonathan Sebe Alabocha to come to make a brief remark on behalf of the CPP lawmaker in the Senate.
Okay, a pleasant good afternoon to everyone, and please permit me to stand on existing political. I'd like to premise on the fact that it was this collaboration that brought me to the Liberia Senate. And for this reason, I remain eternally grateful. It breaks my heart to see you come to the end of this thing, but again, in every contract there's a beginning and an end. Such is the time. And let me say that it does not compute the fact that we can recommit to this collaboration and in fact open up to other political institutions who see our ideas as possible. There's too many rooms at the top and the possibility are endless. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings, one of my mentors and my standard bearer. Mr. Musa Bility for staying with us all through this sojourn. I want to thank all of us in a very special way. Words will not do for now. Let me thank us for being here today. I was in a budget hearing when I got a report from the chairman. I thought to rush here because there are some laws going around that are no longer here. I am here, blood and flesh. Thank you again, and enjoy the ceremony. Thank you. Thank you.
So, thank you to Senator Simley. We are staying here and we have to get a key from the statements, the group statement from Honorable Barry and Honorable Simley. We will now begin to call on our colleagues from the political parties that we invited. We have 3 of them speaking on behalf of, we invited so many of them. So please pardon us. This is a press conference, so we can't be here for so long. But we will now call on the chair of this. Okay, we now call on the chairman of the National Patriotic Party, Councillor George Morva, for a brief remark.
The Honorable Andrew Cummings, leader of the soon-to-be dissolved CPP, and Mr. National Chairman of the Liberty Party, distinguished members of the High Table, partisan, other political parties here, where I am partisan of the CPP or ANC. Let me first thank all of you for the responsible manner to exist as a collaborating political party over the years. As it is, the world at war knows that for one to hold together, while determined to achieve state power is not an easy task. And that task has to be associated with commitment, and you have to be honest in your doing. For us from the National Patriotic Party, a constituent members of the Coalition for Democratic Change, I will soon be reviewing our status. We should state here that we appreciate the level of cordiality you enjoy over the years as 2 distinct or 3 distinct political parties coming together and we meet together up to the end of this election. I know that after election there will be alignment and realignment, and that is based on commitment and honesty. Gone are the days where people will form collaboration or coalition and become very dishonest to the instrument that brings you together. And we think it is our time. I will sit in the opposition under the UPP regime, a regime that had demonstrated over a short period of time that it believes in exclusion. Exclusion, a regime that is a product of 1%. A regime that did not obtain the majority mandate of the Liberian people, but decided to exhibit a leadership that would exclude the rest of the citizens who are not members of the party. And I think it behooves us as opposition political party to begin to consult. And I think what is currently obtaining also help to strengthen our resolve to come together as a political parties. I would look in the National Patriotic Party, the only party in this country that won over 50% of the election in the first round, remain committed to upholding democratic process in this country. Again today, I'd like to express a concern, especially as the well-publicized war crime court situation comes to a climax. We ask ourselves a question: do we have the security to protect the court? The court is very important, and the NPP does not in any way oppose that. But we must take every step possible to ensure that we have security to protect the court. When the people in Sierra Leone decide to bring the court, you have
an international force that protected the coast. When the people in Cambodia, one of the established the ECC, they had in place a well-protected security system, just as it happened in other countries like Rwanda. And I think that it should not, we should take every step also to protect that what we intend to do to certify the international community should not work against us. And to do that, you need to put in place a security framework that will protect the high-end peace that we enjoy in this country. Mr. Stanley Barrow, the soon to be dissolved CPP. Let me thank you. You know, the strength of any warrior is the ability to return to fight when you are defeated. And to do that is to maintain respect among those who work with you. And we, to see political parties coming together to contest in an election, honor a free and fair atmosphere I will get in the just any election. Again, let me thank you very much, and say for us from the National Patriotic Party, we'll all be willing to accept the invitation of this nature, attend this program, and this program will serve as an example for all collaboration or all coalition. If that doesn't come to an end, to exhibit similar steps that you are exhibiting today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman Morgan. The alignment and realignment, the days of political dishonesty are gone. So we'll be calling all the battle parties chairperson here for briefing back. So that we don't leave anybody because we invited here for that purpose. And then we call our standard bearers that are also here to last before our last standard bearers. So we now call on the national chairperson of the Movement for Progressive Change, commonly known as the Sino Party. Mr. Standard Bearer, other source of officers of the ANC, other political party leaders, legislators, and other members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I stand in the place of the Honorable Senior C.M. Freeman and representing the Movement for Progressive Change, the MPC. We are sorry that Mr. Freeman is unable to be here today because he has just come in country. But he has all ears and eyes on this program today. We want to thank you for inviting us to form part of this occasion at the end in time when you accumulate the first phase of what I would call. But I want to congratulate all those that remain with the CPP up to the end of this contract or this arrangement. I think you braved the storm, you were committed, and you stood for whatever cost to uphold whatsoever you believe in and what you supported at the initial stage. We at the MPC, we appreciate your invitation and we'll be up with further communication and more talk with you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Thank you, Mr. Passaway, National Chairman. MPC will now call on the chairman for votes. Mr. Chairman, a brief remark.
Please permit me to stay on this simple. Dr. Wako has asked me represent him and also represent the both family. Both was one of the parties that honestly wanted to be part of the CPP. But we were not given the space to actually be part of this kind of institution. Howbeit, we want to congratulate you for sailing well in the midst of turbulence. We follow everything that transpired in the CPP. And we want to tell you that the Vision for Liberia Transformation Party will take off from here where we are ending today. That other parties that will be willing and have good intention for this country, we will collaborate with you. Okay? I think that is fair enough because people for too long have put themselves first before the country second. We could see that it's not ordering well for this our country. So we want to congratulate you all and to thank all those that actually did this perfect job to bring this collaboration a logical conclusion free of acrimony. Thank you so much, and you can rest assured we will be calling on some of you people, touching those to see how best we can come back together and push more like that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. That was the chairman of both, or is it that tobacco party? But that's good. We now call on, we're running now, so we call on the chairperson of the Congress for Democratic Change, Chairman Augustus Janga of Great Demand. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much for the invitation. Honorable Cummings, member of the CPP, Madam Vice the Chairman, member of the High Table, member of the Color Political Party who are present. We bring you greetings from His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia. He extends his greetings. Before we make our comments, we would love to use this opportunity to actually point out last evening the residence of Honorable Kufa was engulfed by a huge fire in our house at the family. And first it was our Senator, Sir Joseph, who was also involved in fire with several other fires around the country. We see a troubling trend, and we think that these fires are a little bit suspicious. And we actually call on the government authorities to initiate speedy investigations into these fire incidents. We also call on the government to actually not be disruptive of its own governing process. A few weeks ago, we did issue a communique to the Speaker and the Senate, actually outlining the excesses of the UP government a few months into office. We think the conduct of the government is very disruptive of the peace of the country. Targeting of our former government officials, the targeting and the illegal removal of people who have protected about tenure in the various positions in government, the targeting of people in the civil service, the targeting of people in the foreign service. These activities of the government are illegal and they are disruptive of the peace. If you see the victory of the Unity Party, which was within the margin of error, should point to the Unity Party that although they have the legitimacy to govern, it does not necessarily have the popular mandate of the Liberian people. So it should be very careful the way it proceeds so as to protect the peace of the country. We also would like to use this opportunity to point out the series, the death in King John. 6 years of the CDC government did not witness a single death of demonstrators. That was deliberate decision, policy decision of the government. So we also call on the UP government to respect the human rights of Liberians, as men do have the right to protest, and they protested in 6 years of the CDC government. And having said that, I love to use this opportunity to thank the CPP for the invitation. Our democracy is actually making progress. The fact that we are assembled here today to witness the climaxing of the end of the CPP. The CDC successfully assembled a coalition that won the elections in 2017. And we are back in opposition. We are actually looking forward to building new partnerships. As you see, the Unity Party is already faltering. The Unity Party is not behaving like a party that governed for 12 years. That is a clear indication that they were not ready to govern. And we are happy that the CPP was not part of this shipwreck. We thank you for saying that because the Unity Party government has actually crashed land there. It has no idea as to what it is doing. And so as an opposition community, we look forward to working together to keep the government feet to the fire, because we all have a vested interest in the stability and the consolidation of our democratic process. And that's why His Excellency President, we are, even though his declared defeat was within the margin of error, but for the sake of the peace, the stability of the country, he conceded. Not because he didn't concede from the position of weakness, because we were considered to court. There were allegations of so many things happening around the country. The CPP 1% is questionable, and we all know. But we opted to keep the peace of the country. We opted to consolidate the democracy, and that's why we have assembled here today. So we want to remind the victors that be magnanimous in victory. Not be disruptors of the peace of the country, because this country has come far and we have protected the peace and democracy of the country for 6 years. You know how the CDC government was treated, even by this very CPP. the CPP campaign more against the government than even the Unity Party. The Unity Party happened to have been the beneficiary. But here we are today. We look forward to working together constructively, so that come 2029, we're actually going to seek the Unity Party government. Thank you very much.
The chairman of the CDC, betrayed by margin of error. We are back in the opposition and we are looking for new partners. The CPP 1% is questionable. These are few movements in the statement from the chairman, the national chairperson of the Coalition of Democratic Change, Augustus Dangako. Without much ado, I will call on one of the funniest songs of our country, a man who have lived and walked integrity on our soil. I'm pleased to call on to this rostrum the political leader of LPP, my uncle, Councillor Tiawan Conway, of this group.
Mr. Chairman of the CPP and the Liberty Party, Chairman of all the other parties that are here present, my good friend, the age mate, there is another company and myself, and I want to see you. I think I'm few days ahead of you. Let me, while my feet express sympathy to you in person again. The mother class that calling in the streets to express sympathy. To the beauty you are a man now. You just join the rest of us. You have no mind to cry for. You have to take on your own responsibility. And the vice chair of the vice senator of the CPP, I think I can credibly call my niece, Charles Bronstein. Was a very good friend, he was a brother. All of the other persons here, you know, I'm the most senior here in many respects because there are people across the table here who are heads of political party who, as Taylor used to say, have sat on my voice as their teacher. I'm sure you agree with me. And the chairman of CDC agrees with me. Thank you, Bility. I didn't come here as an official representative of the Liberian People's Party. Chairman Bility called me last night and said I wanted to be at the ANC headquarters tomorrow because CPP is having a closure ceremony. And there's nowhere people come in Liberia that I will not go. Maybe there are two persons. And there's always an opportunity to express an idea. So don't stay. So I came here as Councilor Dongo, and of course you cannot take away from me that I was senator in the 2023 election for the Liberian People's Party. Our democracy is growing. For the first time in Liberia, we have 3 former ruling parties sitting right here. We have NPP, we have CCC, and by extension, some of the people in CCC and NPP came for NDPL too. So we can say NDPL is here. That is teaching us that you can go up and come down. And is getting us to be sober. So that when we are up there, we are not arrogant. Because we'll come down one day. Our democracy is moving forward. I want to thank you for staying together. It's not easy to stay together until the end. But moving forward, I think there's more to gain in collaboration, cooperation of ideas more than collaboration of political parties or individuals. Ideas tend to hold people together. The Christians know that, the Muslims know that. All of the organized faith groups know that. But people know that there is idea. And so you take the people who are the greatest adherents to those ideas to lead you. Let it be no mistake. Africa has reached a point where the new liberation struggle is not about power. It's about liberating us from corruption and lawlessness. These are the two that all of us should begin to struggle for to change. Because government is a place to serve, not to steal. And as my friend Cummings says, if you do the same thing the same old way, you don't expect to get a different result. Corruption and lawlessness have been here forever. It is undermining Africa's progress. So the new liberation struggle should be about strengthening the rule of law and combating corruption. That is what we should develop and cooperate, collaborate. Who represents unity? Focus on building a strong rule of law system and fighting corruption. And in this, we should speak clearly to the government. When they do what is good, we praise them. Like I always praise President George Weah for the passage of the Kamara law. Nobody can take it from the CDC. It is the Kamara law that allow people to open the space for people to speak. There were 3 strong anti-speech laws that made it difficult. So, in that effort, our democracy was elevated a little bit. Let us keep our eyes on building a strong rule of law system and fighting corruption generally. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Collaborate on RDS and not by individuals. Justice should not be selected. These are some movement in the statement of the standard bearer of the LPP. I am now about to call on stage one of the funniest daughter of the sun, the one who hailed from Grand Bassa County, daughter of one of the funniest politicians that have ever existed and will continue to exist in our history. And so Child Water Hosting and soul rest in peace. Who is the vast standard bearer of the CPP, deputy political leader now of the CPP, to come and make a special remark.
Good afternoon to all. To the political leader of the CPP, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, to the chairman of the CPP, Mr. Hassan Bility, to all present, please allow me to also stand on existing citizens. I have uncles, I have professors, I have chairman, I don't get in trouble with anybody. You know, today is a celebratory day, but it's also a very solemn and somber day. Today, a great institution has come to its natural end. Leave it to the woman to bring sentiment and humanity to politics. But I will let you know that I'm quite sentimental about when the framework document was signed. He had passed away and was unable to be a part of what I believe was one of the greatest political makeups in our country's history. I like when my chairman, I will call him my chairman, from the CDC, because we are all opposition now, when he said that CPP campaigned even harder against CDC than UP. I turned to my political leader, I said that's a compliment. Because it spoke and it speaks to what CPP was made of. And it wasn't to attack the ruling administration, but it was to ensure CPP undeniably was one of the greatest institutions, and we know the men and women that CPP put into power that govern us today. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize my own chairman, a formidable, dynamic representative who CPP helped us bring to the fore. for Chairman Bility and Liberty Party for encouraging me to take the bold step to do what I always tell young men and women to do. Bet on yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in a better Liberia. Take a risk. Chairman Bility, the executive leaders, and the policies of the Liberty Party, thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for telling me I could do it. And to Mr. Cummings and the ANC, thank you for believing in me. And when I say me, it is never Charlene Drumstick. It's for believing in the woman that I am, still the youthful population, believing in an entrepreneur, someone who runs their own business, believing in a lawyer, believing in someone who is willing to table and cause trouble sometimes. Mr. Cummings, Chairman Bility, we are troublemakers. Councillor Jakula Papa, you are a troublemaker. I want us, the young people who hear my voice today, to know it is okay to be good, constructive troublemakers. Trouble the water. This is what CPP did. And what we hope that ANC, Liberty Party, all of the collaborating of the opposition institutions will do. And when we trouble the water, we are constructively troubling the water. We are not causing unnecessary confusion. We are telling our leaders to take a look at their policies, to take a look at their engagement, to take a look at the young people who are emulating them, to make sure that they put Liberia first. I want you all to know from an administrative perspective that the framework document ended April 10th. Our constitution, our framework document requires that this collaboration ends 6 months after the election. We are people who believe in the rule of law, so as of April 10th, the collaboration ended. But we welcome you all today to make this announcement public. I want to close by saying what everyone who spoke before me said. The importance of the opposition. We must not be afraid. We must speak truth to power. We must stand for what we believe in. I encourage the ruling administration and President Boyka to engage with the opposition. For me, I always in opposition. For 12 years, Liberty Party, led by Councillor Charles Bromskin, was one of the most robust and constructive opposition parties. So for us, we wear the O with honor. We don't shy away from the term opposition because we understand that in our political dispensation, the political dynamic, opposition parties, opposition politicians are in many respects more important than the ruling party. Yes. And the Liberian people must get to know this. And the young people who are disappointed today because your party, your Senate bearer was not elected. This is your opportunity now to hold the administration's feet to the fire. The change that you wanted, that you were not able to get, you can still be that change. I want to also recognize and sympathize with the Speaker of the House, Councillor Pupa. He is a founding member, or was a founding member of the Liberty Party, so we stand with him and we pray. Lastly, this is my first time speaking publicly since the election, so we had an opportunity to congratulate President Boyka and Vice President Jeremiah. We congratulate you today. We reiterate our willingness to constructively engage and partner with the government. Mr. Cummings, Brother, Chairman, Bility. Oh my goodness. I cannot leave here without saying something to my campaign chair, Mr. LB. and everyone around the table, thank you. Thank you for standing firm, Mr. Cummings. Thank you, Chairman Bility, for being a man of your word and making sure that our collaboration stood. Thank you, Mr. Brown, for always inspiring us. CPP remains the greatest in our history. We go forward as Liberty Party, as ANC, constructively working with all other willing opposition. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Political Leader. We have all to call on the leader of the CPP. But let me state that as he closes his special statement, we will be having a moment of silence for the late Senator Daniel Detain, who passed away during the process of this election. The national chairman, the Stand-Up Bureau, have asked me to make that announcement as the Stand-Up Bureau or political man. Again, CPP is the greatest political vehicle ever in the history of our country. It is good to take risks and put Liberia first. And CPP believe in the rule of law. These are few movements from the statement of the deputy political leader. Without much ado, I am very pleased to call to this stage for a very special statement as we wrap up this press conference. The political leader and the political leader of the CPP and Stand-Up Bearer of the ANC, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, for the closing statement. Will we all say please as we welcome
Thank you. Please have a seat. Thank you. So our distinguished VSB, Councillor Charlie M. Bromskin, Chairman Musa Hassan Bility, and the leadership of the CPP and LP, the Chairman Latvia Gu and the leadership of the Alternative National Congress, the ANC, our distinguished legislators, the leadership of all representative political parties here, supporters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. There is no better place to start than to thank the leaders, partisans, and well-wishers of the two political parties, the ANC and the Liberty Party. I want to thank Musa, you and the leadership team for your unwavering support. The support of Musa, Wadi, and others went back to the trial, the court case. And I want to acknowledge them for standing steadfastly all through that process. I also want to thank the people of Liberia from the bottom of my heart for allowing us into their homes and into their lives. We will never forget the welcoming spirit of our people and their pleas for change in the conditions of their lives and communities. Publicly speaking for the first time since the inauguration, I once again want to congratulate President Boykai on his election and former President Weah on his accession. Liberia's democracy is in a better place thanks to their important contributions. It is upon all Liberians to continue to strengthen our democracy with responsible leadership and dutiful citizenship.
Obviously, we did not win the election as we had hoped, but we did not lose our principles as some had thought and hoped we would. We dared to be honorable, even though we were sometimes entrapped by dishonor. We showed that as leaders, we can keep promises we make to the Liberian people, regardless of the difficulties we are likely to face. We showed that our politics can be honorable and that we can and must work with all Liberians across our differences in tribe, religion, gender, and party affiliation for inclusive development of our country. This was the essence of our collaboration and the reason for forming the CPP. And although we did not win the 2023 presidential election, we had legislative successes in both 2020 when I chaired the CPP and in 2023. And we should acknowledge and be proud of those victories. The journey was not easy. Along the way, interests conflicted, treachery unfolded, but keeping our promise to the Liberian people meant more to us than simply mastering the vices of our politics. We promised we would be different, and we dared to be different, always choosing to stand taller as others try to put us down. Change is hard. It will not happen overnight. But I am convinced today, as I was back then working with others to establish the CPP, that change will come to Liberia. Liberia is simply too rich for Liberians to continue to be so poor. We are too connected, desiring opportunities to care for ourselves and our families, to continue to be so divided by tribe, religion, gender, and political parties. Our system of justice does not have to continue to make it tougher on victims and easier on criminals. Everyone, big or small, rich or poor, man or woman, can be made equal and equally answerable to our laws. Corruption does not have to continue to be the pathway to success and prosperity in Liberia. The government does not have and should not continue to be the biggest employer, so that our individual and group principles are continuously compromised and determined by our quest for government jobs. We can and must act more meaningfully to stop the explosive drug epidemic ongoing in our country that is killing our children and undermining the future of Liberia. Of course, we can do more to improve our schools and hospitals so that our children can compete for jobs at home and globally. Liberians do not have to continue to die from preventable and treatable illnesses. We can provide basic services. We can negotiate better deals for our country so that our natural resources actually benefit our people rather than only a few of our leaders. As leaders and citizens, we can all do more to be law-abiding and to respect and care for each other. The truth of our country today is that into the 177th year since we declared our independence, we are still far from the nation we are capable of becoming. But I am still hopeful, very hopeful. I am hopeful that we will put our country over party and our natural interest over self-interest. I am hopeful that we will commit to changing not only the financial conditions of government officials and their families, but also the economic and social conditions of the Liberian people. I am hopeful that we will stop dividing our people and unite our nation. As the CPP draws the curtain down today, this is my hope for our country. This is my hope for our people. And therefore, I will continue to be engaged and involved in espousing these hopes, holding the UP-led government to account, and collaborating with all Liberians in pursuit of these hopes that I have for our country, Liberia. Let me close by reminding Liberians, as I've said for the last 6-7 years, we cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. If we want Liberia to change, we have to do many things differently in our private lives, in our public lives, and certainly in the leadership of our country. Liberians deserve better. Liberia deserves better. I thank you.
Thank you.
Resolving the CPP. Thank you so much for following this.